Hey guys, welcome. Happy New Year. 2024 is here, right? So we know that we're in the time of telepathy and the mirror. And this has to do with the muse. Seeing the light and celebrating you. Connection to the Nine of Pentacles and the mirror. Patterning, new patterning. And we're working with angels and masters. Oh, wow, guys. My body's reacting. Here we go, number 33. So this has to do with we're mastering ourselves in order to manifest. And we are using our heart. Stargate heart is here. We got this activation last time we met up. Heart chakra opening, unblocking, and generosity. We know this has to do with telepathy and true love. Our message that we received on the 25th. And then the full moon the following day. And the mirror. And it has to do with love. Okay. Love and the Two of Cups and integration. We've been in a time of integration. And what are we integrating? Our liberated selves. Our liberated selves. Okay? And we're doing that with a willing release. And this willing release is to have a new beginning. This is what was activated with the wheel turning and the winter solstice, okay? This gateway. And it's to a new beginning, okay? We need this new beginning. This new beginning is connected to the inner child. We know that here in know me, within, right? With the birth of the Aeon, the phoenix rising from the ashes, the new self. And we're doing that within. We have to, remember, we have to see the light within. We have to see the light within. But we're honoring that we have a muse in order to do so. Okay? And this is the activation of the loving woman and man, okay? But remember, it's through true love within. Serious star blessings, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. We're in a position right now where we have to push through, okay? And if there's a mess, clean it up. If there's a mess, clean it up. Sometimes we have to clean up messes, okay? We have to be the positive charge, okay? We have to be the optimism. This is working with God. This is having a new beginning. And this is healing from attachment, because it doesn't mean we're always losing someone to have a new beginning. But this has to do with not being honest with ourselves and healing from patterns of separation and addiction. This has to do with healing from patterns of being a victim. We're not a victim. It's a choice. It's a choice. So remember, this is about inner child here in know me. We're having a change in perspective. So remember, we're in a time of a new beginning. And this has to do with the fact that we are having an increase. We're in a cycle of an increase. But in order to do so, we've had to honor we've had a decrease. What does this have to do with? This has to do with here, okay? Look. We see through an illusion. Deception. Okay? We see through wounding. We see through our ego. That's why we go within. Right? And we find the strength to face our fears. This has to do with frequency. This has to do with telepathy. This has to do with the change of vibration. Remember, this is resonance. This is true love from within to without. And this true love is connected to the heartbeat of love on this planet. This is like the love. When you feel it, you feel the love for life. Like you actually feel the pulse. Like when you feel this love, you actually feel the pulse of the universe. You feel yourself. Okay? It's divine. So in order to do so, we know we're letting our inner hero out. We're letting our inner hero out. Okay? So we're doing here, and wherever the Aeon has gone to, so look from within. This is what's happening within, and look, we have to see the light. Remember, we have to see the light, and we have to make the proper patterns. We have to have the negative. We have to face the negative and become the positive charge. So, where am I a victim? Okay, now that's the negative. Now I'm going to add the positive charge. I'm going to become the positive charge with my consciousness, with God, and I'm going to expand. There it is. But look, there's the egg of creation, and right, there's a serpent around it. We need to change perspective. And then this is what is birthed from within to without. So we're in a time of seeing the light and celebrating ourselves. But what we're doing, remember, it has to do about the mirror. Okay, the mirror. So the muse is here. Okay, and what is this connected to? Remember, love. Expanding love. Stargate heart. Heart chakra opening, unblocking generosity. So look, we're going to give before we take. And this is healing. This is like when you're healing in a situation. My counter just said 717. And like the codes coming through are 707 and 717. Look those up. Look. This is about when you're like when you're in love, being able to see your side in what needs to be healed. The part that you play, taking accountability for the part that you're playing, where love is not being honest, where love is hurting, where love is lashing out, where love needs to be healed through a wound, through the Stargate heart opening. But also loving this person so much that you see the light reflected back. You see yourself reflected back. You see the light of this world, the light of life reflected back. It's authentic, and it causes you to want to create. It causes you to want to expand. It causes you to want to be authentic. It causes you to want to let your inner hero out and to what? Hear your inner child. Now look, they're meeting up. Here they are meeting up within the Ace of Cups. The masculine and the feminine, but it goes from day to night in order to do so. Remember, the loving man and woman come together through true love within the frequency. Okay? The frequency of true love. That's why we have to see the light. And it has to do with strength, telepathy. Now, there is the rest of this message, okay? Remember, we're hearing and knowing the inner child. And that is our connection to the octahedron and unconditional love. Remember, making the right shapes, the positive with the negative. And we know that within the elements, we have the water and the earth being the negative, and the positive being the air and the fire. We're whole here. And remember, this has to do with a revision of our 10 of Cups. And And look, this image says much. Because we're understanding, calculating karma, breaking the bonds, because nobody's coming to just save us. We're saving ourselves from within to without. And remember, we're going from here, we're saying goodbye, through a metamorphosis of our 10 of Cups. And it has to do with a 10 of Wands situation. Remember, a willing release to move on with our hearts. Remember, we have to open our hearts. This is a situation where we're exiting the program and we're opening our hearts. It's not like, you know, we're in a situation that's a mess. We're in a situation that's chaotic, but we're seeing where we are part of the chaos, where we're part of the destruction, but how we're going to co-create anew by letting our inner hero out. We're not just blaming everyone without us. We're taking full accountability for the part we're playing in everything. We're being super honest. So look, we're about to open up our heart. But in order to do so, we need to understand temptation. Where are we being tempted not to act with love and not let our inner hero out? So something transforms here with the 2 of Wands and Ace of Wands, okay? Something transforms here with the Father with force. And the King of Wands is activated. And the King of Wands, the Father, force, action, helps us to expand with the Cup. But which cup? The cup of love, in order to heal from separation. In order to heal from addiction, in order to heal from being stagnant in what we really want, right? And whatever it has to do with, it has to do with this space and place right now. And healing and seeing something within the mind. Home, the 10 of Pentacles, the other half of our divine inheritance. So look, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This is endgame. This is what we came here to continue to co-create, right? And remember, a change in frequency, catcher, and we will be officially sharing this message next time we meet up, okay? We're going to get into this. But for right now, we're about to expand off this message because this has to do with, remember, the mirror and reflection and a resonance in frequency of true love, okay? Of true love, authentic love. And I don't like the words true, guys. It's authentic love. It's a resonance in frequency. And this is the love of life. This love, it is a frequency that is the frequency of self, is the frequency of the heartbeat of this whole entire world, and love and healing and light. And this is how we're expanding with, remember, strength and telepathy. This is the strength card in the tarot. We have to go within and hear and know the inner child. We have to go within and see the light. And this has to do, this connection is happening within. It's authentic. It's unconditional. Connection to 9 of Pentacles. Celebrate you. Okay? Judgment and the 2 fish coming together. The dead drink the sea. Look, the 2 fish coming together. This has to do with water, the mother, source, and reflection. Okay? With the wheel and healing with spirit and the healing light. Remember, I see the light, the mirror. right? I see the light, the mirror, and the Ten of Pentacles. And we know we're in Capricorn season. And this has to do with these 3 messages, okay? There you can see transformation, as well as an activation with the water and the web of life. With the student of water. And right now it's happening through the activation of the seer of air and the source of water, okay? Remember, it has to do with the source. We're going to share these messages in our next part 2, and expand off that. There'll be a link in the description or at the channel. I love you, and I'll see you there.